Hi and welcome back. In this video we're going to be developing our Milestone project. In fact, it's going to take this video and a few more videos since this is a bit of a larger application. What I've added here to our app.py is a set of bullet points, and I've put them inside these triple quotation marks here. And I know that we've seen this a little bit before, but just as a reminder, this is a multi-line string. A string that takes up multiple lines, and it lasts from the 3 quotation marks until the 3 quotation marks at the end. Basically, Python isn't going to run this because it's just a string. It doesn't do anything. So it's a good way to type out some stuff that you want to know for your program or some things that you want to remember. So I've done that here just for a benefit. I've got our user interface. You know this from the brief. Enter A to add a movie, L to see your movies, F to find a movie, and Q to quit. This is the main part of the user interface. This is what the user is going to see the first time they run the program, and it's what they're going to be able to interact with by typing A, L, F, and Q. Granted, this is not a graphical interface. That's what you normally see when you talk about interfaces. But it is a text interface, and that's totally valid. So the user is going to be able to do 4 things. Add a new movie, see the existing movies, find a particular movie, and stop running the program when they type Q. So let's come up with some tasks that we'll have to do in order to make our program functional. The first task is show the user the main interface and get their input. The second task is going to be to allow users to add movies. Then we're going to allow users to show all their movies, find a movie. Finally, we will allow users to also stop running the program when they type Q. As we start developing the program, we will be adding more tasks to this list of tasks, so that, because this is going to be a sort of live set of tasks as we go along. For example, as we start developing, we may realize, hey, what is a movie? Where are we going to store our movies? In a larger app, we may store them on a database, for example. But here, we're going to have to decide where to store movies. What is the format of a movie? So these are a couple of tasks that we will have to think of. Okay. Let's start with defining the user interface. This is our menu. And the first thing we want to do is ask the user this first question: what they can type in order to interact with our program. So I'm going to save it into a user underscore input variable, the result of this input function here. And we're going to, copy all that and put it in there. Now this is a bit of a longer string. My font is quite big for you guys to be able to see it, but it just says that. And I'm going to add a colon at the end and a space just so it's a bit nicer. Okay, there we have it. Now, as you develop, you may notice these gray lines. And PyCharm just tells you that, hey, Python styling has some particularities that you may want to follow. And one of them is that it expects 2 blank lines before a function definition as opposed to just 1. So if you add a new blank line on top, it'll be happy. Similarly here, it says you've got a blank line at the end of the file, and you've got too many of them. So if you only have 1, then it'll be happy, but of course we're going to continue developing here. So as you see these squiggly gray lines, feel free to search in Google to see what they mean, and then you can maybe get rid of them. Although sometimes pep8 can be a bit... by the way, pep8 is the Python styling